Stop waiting, stop wishing, stop lying to yourself that someday you'll start. There is no perfect moment, there is only now. And what you choose to do with it. They told you to dream big, but they forgot to tell you that dreams without action are just hallucinations. You sit with a mind full of goals, a heart full of passion, and yet empty hands. Why? Because belief without action is a betrayal to your destiny. This isn't about motivational quotes on your phone screen. This is about standing up, facing your fears, and doing something with the fire inside you. People waste years talking about what they could do, what they might do, but the truth. Life doesn't care about your potential, it only responds to your execution. You say you believe in yourself, but belief isn't real until it's tested, until you show up when it's hard, until you fight through resistance, until you take that one painful, terrifying, uncertain step forward. This is your wake-up call, not to dream harder, but to move, to start, to become, because the world doesn't reward dreamers. It rewards doers. You've been sold a lie? That all you need is a dream? That if you just believe hard enough, the universe will magically hand it to you? But life isn't a vending machine for the hopeful. It doesn't care how badly you want something, it only responds to the price you're willing to pay. The grind, the sacrifice, the long nights, the countless failures. That's the real cost of turning belief into reality. You see them living your dream, and you wonder why it hasn't happened for you. The difference. They stopped dreaming and started doing. You keep waiting for the right time, the right feeling, the right opportunity. But life doesn't come with perfect timing, it comes with windows. Small, brutal, fleeting windows that either make you or break you. You think you're being patient, but truthfully, you're hiding, you're scared, and every second you wait, your dream grows colder. The universe rewards those who act, not those who hesitate. Here's the paradox. You think you need confidence to start, but starting is what gives you confidence. You think belief comes from success, but belief is forged in the fire of movement. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a vote cast for the person you want to become. You don't wait until you believe in yourself to act, you act. Until belief catches up, comfort, doubt, perfectionism. These are the killers of dreams. They don't scream, they whisper. Take it slow, tomorrow is better, just think it through again. Comfort is the enemy of growth. Doubt is the thief of progress. Perfectionism is fear wearing a mask. You don't need to be ready, you need to be brave. Let me tell you something no one wants to hear. It's going to hurt. You will fail. You will be laughed at. You will question yourself 1,000 times. But each scar will shape you. Each setback will sharpen you. Each painful step forward will remind you. You're not just dreaming anymore, you're becoming. Pain isn't your enemy, it's the receipt of growth. What if no one claps? What if no one sees you? What if no one believes in you? Then believe anyway, because belief doesn't begin in the crowd, it begins in the mirror. You have to be willing to look at yourself with nothing to prove and everything to lose and say, I still believe, and then you move. Even if no one is watching, even if no one cares, even if no one supports you, that's when you're dangerous. That's when you're real. The most brutal battles are not fought in the world, they're fought in the mind. The voice that says, you're not good enough, you're too late, you'll never make it. That voice isn't truth, it's fear, and fear will wear your voice until you mistake it for reason. You must learn to silence it. You must learn to fight back with movement, not motivation, because doing silence is doubt. Action suffocates fear. You want to start perfect, but no one starts perfect. No one starts polished. No one starts ready. Everyone starts ugly. Everyone starts scared. Everyone starts with 0 followers, 0 results. 0 idea what they're doing, but those who win. They start anyway, and in the process they sharpen, they learn, they grow, until one day the dream that once felt impossible is now your reality. You think you have time. You don't. Every day you hesitate is a day closer to regret. Every hour you overthink is an opportunity wasted. Every moment you let fear control you is a step further from the life you could be had. Time doesn't stop. Life doesn't pause. Your window is closing while you watch. So stop asking, can I do this? And start asking, what happens if I don't? You think you need to feel motivated to act, but what happens when you wake up tired? What happens when life punches you in the gut? Motivation is a spark, but discipline is the flame. Motivation will get you started. Discipline keeps you going when it gets dark. When it gets lonely, when the world goes silent and you have nothing left but the whisper of your dream in your chest, you don't chase motivation, you build habits, and those habits build your future. Here's the truth. Nobody is coming, not your parents, not your friends, not some influencer, not even your future self. No one is going to knock on your door with a contract and a guarantee of success. It's just you. Alone with your fear, alone with your doubts, alone with your decision. You either get up and chase it, or you sit back and watch someone else do it. The world doesn't owe you anything. You owe it to yourself to fight. I don't have time. I don't know how. I'm not ready. I'm too old, too young, too broke. You call them reasons, but they're excuses. Beautifully packaged lies to make you feel safe while doing nothing. You're not stuck because you can't. You're stuck because you've convinced yourself you shouldn't even try. Stop protecting your comfort and start protecting your future. Excuses build regret, action builds legacy. You want to show up flawless, polished, prepared. But perfection is procrastination in disguise. You don't need to show up perfect. You just need to show up messy, uncertain, half-ready but fully committed. Because showing up consistently imperfectly is more powerful than waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. Progress is born in the chaos of movement. Belief isn't magic. It's not some fuzzy feeling or vision board. Belief is war. It's the fight to hold on to your vision when nothing is working. It's the refusal to quit when the evidence says you should. It's standing in the wreckage of your failures and whispering, I still believe in me. Not because you see the results, but because you know they're coming. Belief is a choice, and that choice changes everything.
The mountain looks massive from the bottom. Your dream feels a million miles away. And that's why most people never begin. But listen, you don't need to climb the mountain today. You just need to take one step. Then another. Then another. You don't need the whole plan. You just need enough courage to move. Because momentum will carry you, but only if you begin. You see them winning. You see their followers, their success, their money, their confidence, and you start to feel small, inadequate, behind, but you're not behind. You're just on a different path. And no one posts their failures, just the highlight reel. Don't let someone else's chapter 20 make you question your chapter 2. Comparison kills creativity, and it blinds you to your own progress. Look inward. Keep building. Success isn't loud. It doesn't come with applause. It's not aesthetic. It's not glamorous. It's early mornings, late nights, sacrificed weekends, doubt-filled journaling, working while others rest. It's silence, repetition, rejection, but in that grind, you find your edge. You earn your belief. You become the person your dream requires you to be. And that's where greatness is born. You want it to feel exciting every day. You want every move to feel like a leap toward destiny. But most of the time, success feels boring, routine, and inspiring. Because it's built in the repetition of things you'd rather skip. But that's the test. Can you stay disciplined when no one is watching? Can you stay consistent when results are slow? Can you fall in love with the process? That's how dreams become reality. Most people quit inches from their breakthrough. Right before the momentum kicks in. Right before it all starts to make sense. Because it's darkest just before the dawn. And it's hardest just before the win. You've come too far to stop now. All that pain, all that effort, it wasn't for nothing. Your breakthrough might be one more try away. One more post. One more pitch. One more bold decision. Don't quit now. You're closer than you think.
Nobody claps for you when you're grinding at 2 a.m. Nobody reposts your struggles. Nobody celebrates your small wins. People only show up when you've already made it. But don't let that make you bitter. Let it make you better. Let their silence fuel your drive. Let their doubt become your fire. You don't need an audience to grow. You just need a reason that won't let you sleep. Win in private, then shock the world in public. The fear you're feeling? That's not a stop sign, it's a compass. It's pointing you toward the exact thing you're supposed to do. Fear only screams when you're about to grow, when you're stepping outside the version of yourself you've outgrown. So instead of running from it, run into it, face it, challenge it, defeat it. On the other side of fear is freedom. The dream version of you can't exist with the current version of you. That version who procrastinates, that version who makes excuses, that version who scrolls for hours and calls it research. You don't just become successful. You have to kill who you've been to make space for who you were meant to be. You can't drag your comfort zone into the promised land, so let the old you die. Let them go, so the real you can live. You think you missed your chance. You think others have gone too far ahead. You think you've wasted too much time. But here's what you don't see. Most people haven't even started. You're not too late. You're just on time for your journey. And your journey doesn't need to look like anyone else's. Time only runs out when you stop trying. So stop counting the years and start making the years count. You didn't fail. You were redirected. That door closed. It was protecting you. That opportunity you lost. It wasn't meant to grow the version of you you're becoming. Rejection is not the enemy, it's the filter. It separates what you want from what you actually need. So stop crying over closed doors, start thanking them. Because every no is clearing the path for your yes. It's not about doing everything in a day, it's about doing something every day. You don't need to sprint, you just need to keep walking. Intensity looks good online, but consistency builds empires offline. If you can master the boring, if you can fall in love with the repetition, then there's nothing you can't achieve. Show up, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Doubt whispers lies in your mind. You're not good enough. You'll never make it. What if you fail? But here's the truth. You've already overcome things others would break under. Doubt only shows up because your dream matters. And if it matters, it's worth fighting for. Silence the voice of doubt with action. Doubt grows in silence, but it dies in momentum. Keep moving. That's how you kill the lies. You can't have it all without giving something up. You want freedom? Sacrifice comfort. You want discipline? Sacrifice distraction. You want success. Sacrifice excuses. The life you want is hidden behind the sacrifices you're unwilling to make. But every sacrifice plants a seed, and every seed will grow if you keep watering it. The question is, are you willing to let go of what you want now to get what you want most? Someone out there is watching you right now. They haven't told you, they haven't liked your post, they haven't commented, but they're watching. To see if you're going to quit, to see if it's possible. To see if someone like you who looks like them, sounds like them can make it. Be the proof, be the example, be the one who didn't fold when it got hard, when you feel like quitting. Remember why you started. Remember the nights you cried, the prayers you whispered, the people who said you couldn't. You didn't come this far to stop now. You're tired? Good, that means you're working. You're frustrated? Great, that means you care. Quitting won't give you peace. It'll give you regret. Keep going. The version of you on the other side is worth it. You can vision board it, you can journal about it, you can manifest it, but if you don't work, it won't work. The universe doesn't reward wishful thinking. It rewards those who dare to move. Stop waiting for a sign. Start becoming the signal. People think dreams come true on their own. They don't. They come true for the ones willing to bleed for them. It's not about having the dream. It's about becoming the person who can carry it. Your biggest obstacle isn't the world. It's not your past. It's not your haters. The version of you who keeps delaying the one who wants shortcuts, the one addicted to comfort. That version is scared of change. But change is the only way forward. The good news: you don't have to defeat the world. You only have to defeat your weaker self daily. The war is within, and victory starts the moment you decide to show up. Motivation is a luxury. Discipline is the weapon. Winners don't wait to feel like it. They move regardless. They work when it's raining. They build when it's lonely. They create when it's quiet. They're not powered by emotion. They're powered by decision. If you only work when you feel like it, you'll only win when it's convenient. And success doesn't live in convenience. It lives in commitment. They'll laugh at you in the beginning, mock your ideas, tell you to be realistic, but one day, they'll ask how you did it. They'll ask for help. They'll say they always believed in you. Don't wait for their validation. Use their doubt as motivation. Your job isn't to convince them. Your job is to become undeniable. Let them talk. You let your results respond while they party. You grind while they scroll. You build. They laugh now, but they won't laugh later. They call you obsessed. Later, they'll call you genius. They say you're doing too much. Later, they'll wish they did half as much. You don't owe anyone rest when your future is still under construction. Rest later, build now. Outwork them all. If you do what average people do, you get what average people get. They quit, they settle, they shrink to fit in. But you weren't born for average. Stop giving average energy to a life you want to be extraordinary. Raise your standards, raise your focus, raise your intensity, because dreams don't live on the same level as excuses. The strength, it's in you. The courage, it's in you. The power to break through, already inside. You don't need permission, you don't need a sign, you need belief. You're not waiting on a miracle, you are the miracle. This world won't hand you success, but it will watch you take it if you believe enough to act. So stop waiting for someone to save you. You've already been chosen. Now act like it. It won't always be exciting. Some days will be slow, some days will hurt, some days you'll want to disappear. But the ones who make it, they show up anyway. They show up when it's hard, when it's raining, when they're tired, when no one claps, because they know consistency beats talent when talent won't stay consistent. You're not just working for success, you're building a story, a legacy, a name that echoes even after you're gone. You're not just chasing money, you're chasing meaning. You're proving it's possible. For your future kids, for your siblings, for the people who look like you, you're not here to survive, you're here to shift generations, and it starts with what you do today. You've watched movies your whole life, you've rooted for underdogs, you've cried when they finally made it. Now realize this, you are the main character. This is your story, your movie, your fight. So stop acting like a side character in your own life. Get up, train harder, fail forward, keep going. The world isn't waiting for another dreamer, it's waiting for a doer. Be that hero. Every excuse you speak, is fear trying to sound reasonable? I'm too tired, I'm too young, it's not the right time. Truth, there is never a perfect time, only now. Excuses build walls, action builds bridges. And the longer you wait for ideal conditions, the more you delay your transformation. Stop talking yourself out of greatness. Most people quit right before it gets good. They stop digging when they're inches from gold. What if your next step is the breakthrough? What if the pain means you're getting closer? You can't see the harvest while you're still in the soil, but it's coming if you don't give up. Sometimes the pressure you feel isn't punishment. It's preparation. Hold the line, you're almost there. Every scroll is a distraction, every delay is a decision. You've studied enough, watched enough, learned enough. Now it's time to move, to build, to create, to do. You don't need more motivation, you need movement. The world doesn't change through inspiration, it changes through action. Hurt? Good, that means you're in the fight. Tired? Perfect, that means you're giving it everything. Broken? Beautiful, That means you're being rebuilt. Pain isn't a dead end, it's a sign you're still moving. Don't waste your struggle. Let it shape you. Let it become the reason you don't quit. Every dream has a tax, and the payment is pain, sacrifice, and time. The reason most people don't win. They want the glory without the grind, but greatness doesn't go on sale, it doesn't do discounts. You either pay in full with your effort or you stay broke with regret. Choose your struggle, pay the price, it's always worth it. One day your story will be the reason someone doesn't give up. One day your scars will speak louder than someone else's fears. You aren't just doing this for you, you're doing it for the kid you once were, the future you'll become, the lives you'll touch. You're not chasing greatness anymore, you're becoming the blueprint. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be persistent. Take messy steps, make ugly progress, fail loud, learn fast. Every master was once a disaster, every pro was once an amateur, every legend started scared. Progress isn't always pretty, but it's always powerful. This isn't random, this isn't coincidence. You were born with purpose, and you've always known it, that fire inside you. It wasn't a mistake, that restlessness. It's a sign, a divine whisper that you were built for more. So rise, run, roar. The world needs what only you carry. They're not coming to save you. No superhero, no secret formula. It's just you, your belief, and your grind. But that's enough. That's all it takes. You were born to be the answer you're looking for. So stop looking around, start looking within. Stop waiting for the miracle. Be one. Here's the truth. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to begin. Because belief without action is just a dream. And action without belief is empty. But when belief meets relentless action, mountains move. Stop dreaming. Start doing. Because the world isn't waiting for the next excuse. It's waiting for the next example. Let it be you. Believe, begin, become, like, subscribe for more. This is Beast in Silence, where you are harnessed to work through success. No matter the cost, the battle is against poverty. Be a beast in silence.